we would like to invest in areas which are touching a lot of people, touching a lot of lives, uh, trying to impact them and all of that. And this is where we thought that sports as a category, as an area, would be suited to us. Under sports, we have invested into squash. We also do a lot of activities around bridge, which is a card game. We had tennis. We also support other sports through Olympic Gold Quest, which is a not-for-profit organization supporting Olympic or rather preparing athletes for Olympics and other similar kind of tournaments. Uh, but overall, our brand philosophy is about multiplying human potential, right? And which translates into sports specifically, where we think that or rather our objective is to multiply potential of athletes and the squash ecosystem overall. So how we can impact the ecosystem, which not just have players but also coaches, referees, the squash enthusiasts, the squash, I would say the amateur players, everyone. So how we can impact all of them and multiply their potential so that the sport grows. So this is where our investment to squash started in 2016. So we have been working along with Cyrus and Harish for I think 6 years now. But the squash podium program was conceptualized in 2019-20, and again it followed quite a rigorous process in that sense, where we thought of a holistic program in terms of how we can impact the senior players, the junior players, the upcoming talent, coaches, referees, and ecosystem. And this is where we started that program and conceptualized that and implemented it in 2019-20. Some of the things that we did were, and I would request Cyrus to probably speak about it later and detail that out, but some of the things that we did was bringing squash tournaments, the PSA tournaments, to India, so that the senior players, the junior players, players who haven't played the PSA tournaments outside of India, they all get to benefit. They are able to compete at an international level with international opponents in the home country, right? So this is where we did the PSA tournaments. Then we also organized some high performance camps for juniors for preparing them for their world championships. We did a lot of coaching clinics, coaching workshops, level 1, level 2. We also did referee clinics. We also ensured that while we are doing the PSA tournaments, all the juniors, there were certain junior tournaments which we clubbed, so that the juniors are able to interact with the seniors, get them to or get to see them while playing, while in action, so that they also get benefited. So there were a lot of these kind of things that happened. Of course, again, I would request Cyrus to talk about the impact that we delivered from that program. But after 2020, of course, the COVID pandemic hit, and it hit the sports sector quite significantly in that sense. We still tried to do some of the tournaments, some of PSA tournaments, some of the coaching camps, just to ensure continuum and help the players to be match ready, to be of course playing at that highest level. Now, of course, with the pandemic at least losing its steam, we thought that it's a good time to invest again in that program, to restart it, to energize it, and to accelerate our efforts. And this is where we thought that let's again build some activities. And I would just like to point out certain things that we are doing, certain activities that we are doing. The first and foremost is there's a high performance camp going on. It started yesterday for the seniors who are going for the Commonwealth Games. We have invited a foreign coach, Chris Walker. We have our sparring partners, Gregory and Sebastian, who are there with us today to help our Indian players train, or not train, I would say, but prepare for the Commonwealth Games, so that of course the aim is to get podium finishes, gold, silver, bronze, whatever it is, and aim for that. We also have got a renowned physiotherapist who would be traveling along with the team or who would be there with the team in the Commonwealth Games. Then, of course, followed by that, we will organize multi-city PSA tournaments like we did in 2019-20 across the country. There would be 3 or 4 of them. We are thinking of also, starting a grassroots development program so that our base gets stronger in the next 3, 4, 5 years, and we have a lot of Saurav, Joshna, Deepika, everyone in the country in the next 5 years, right? So we are trying to implement that program as well. We would do the senior nationals. We would also do the Indian Junior Open, which is a 6-star tournament. It's a platinum event under the Asian Squash Federation, and of course we will do capacity building, skill enhancement for our coaches and referees. So I'm very confident that when we implement this program, there would be a lot of impact, and it will continue to deliver it over the next 3, 4, 5 years.